Question number 1. Hi. Let's start the interview now. Tell me a little about yourself. Who you are, what you do, and maybe something that's important to you in your everyday life. Question number 2. Let's talk about jogging or walking. Tell me about your current routine. When do you usually go? Where? And what does a typical session look like for you these days? Question number 3. How has your jogging or walking habit changed over the years? Think about things like how often you go, how far you push yourself, or even why you do it, and walk me through what's shifted and what brought those changes about. Question number 4. Looking ahead, how would you like your jogging or walking habit to look in the future? Are you hoping to push it further, keep it as it is, or take it in a completely different direction, and why? Question number 5. Tell me about a time you watched a movie in a theater that really stood out to you. Where were you? Who did you go with? And what made that experience so memorable? Question number 6. Now think about a time you watched a movie at home. Maybe streaming it late at night or with your family. How was that experience different from being in a theater? Was there a moment where you felt the difference really strongly? Question number 7. Looking back at both experiences, which do you feel gives you something the other just can't? And has the way you prefer to watch movies shifted over time, maybe because of how streaming services have changed things? Question number 8. Let's talk about the weather where you live. How would you describe the climate throughout the year? Walk me through how the seasons typically feel, temperature, humidity, that kind of thing. Question number 9. Think back to the most recent time the weather really stood out to you. Maybe an unusually harsh winter day, a brutal heat wave, or a heavy rainstorm. Walk me through that day from beginning to end. Where were you? What was happening around you? And how did it affect what you were doing? Question number 10. Honestly, which season do you actually prefer living through? And which one do you find the hardest to deal with? I'd love to hear your real opinion, not just your favorite, but why certain seasons work better for your lifestyle than others. Question number 11. I'm going to give you a situation and ask you to act it out. You recently stayed at a hotel for a business trip, and after checking out you realized your laptop charger was left in the room. Call the hotel's front desk, explain the situation clearly, and ask 4 or 5 specific questions to find out how they handle lost items and what your options are for getting it back. Question number 12. I'm sorry, but there's a problem. The hotel found your charger, but they say the only shipping option they offer is a premium courier service that costs more than the charger is worth. And they can't hold it for longer than 3 days. Call the front desk again, Explain why this is a problem for you, and propose 2 or 3 specific alternatives that could work for both sides. Question number 13. Let's talk about your free time on weekends. How do you usually spend your weekends, and who do you typically spend that time with? Give me a pretty detailed picture of what a typical weekend looks like for you. Question number 14. Can you tell me about a specific moment you shared with that person, or those people, during your weekend free time that really stood out to you? Walk me through what happened and what made it so memorable. Question number 15. Thinking about how you spend your weekends overall, what do you enjoy most about it? And is there anything you genuinely don't like or find frustrating? Tell me why you feel that way about both sides.